What's up, guys? It's episode 308. Welcome back to the show. What's up? It's Jacqueline. Welcome back to the show. Woo. How's it going? How are you doing? If you're wondering about myself and my state of health and wellness right now, I'm not doing well, okay? And I'm just going to address this before I start the episode. I'm pretty under the weather, and you know, I don't make my brand isn't, you know, I'm not hangover girl. I'm not drinking girl. I'm not party girl. That's not a big piece of my, like personal brand and aesthetic and what I talk about here on the show. But you guys, I'm happy to report that, finally, after all of these years, literally a full year wanting to achieve this for myself or obtain this for myself. I have friends, okay? I have friends and I have a social life. And I went to a birthday party 2 days ago and I'm still hungover, and I was drinking with them. And you guys, like, literally, do you remember, if you're a longtime listener, I set out in 2021, because I went through 2020 literally alone. Like, I didn't go out, I didn't do anything. It was just like me in my apartment, and every single day, like, doing the same thing, working from home. That was 2020. Then when 2021 came around, I was like, okay, this is going to be the year where things open back up. You know, I want to go out and meet new people and socialize again. And because before that, like, most of my friends were work friends or just people I rubbed elbows with at the gym and stuff. Like, it wasn't like I had a group outside of that. So yeah, my whole goal for 2021 was to be this like socialite. I'm going out all the time. I'm meeting new people. I'm having a good time in the city here, blah, blah. And that literally never happened. I got a dog and a boyfriend, and like, that was it. And my social life was like whoever he was friends with. And that was pretty much all last year. So now I feel very like vulnerable sharing this too, because I'm kind of it's one of my it's one of the Jesus Christ, hangover brain. It's literally like one of my biggest insecurities, my lack of friends, or like the amount of friends I have. And I don't know why I'm so hard on myself about it, because anyways, I finally feel fulfilled in that area of my life. Like, that was such an empty bucket for a couple years there during the pandemic, and now it's like, fuck yeah, I'm like, I have friends, I have people to do things with. Like, every single week I'm doing something, and that just feels really good. So anyways, yeah, I went to a birthday party, and I drank, and I'm hungover. And again, that's not what I'm not trying to be like, I don't know why I feel like that's a lot of people's personal brand on the internet, and whatever. I'm not judging. I feel like I'm making it sound like a negative thing. Like, you shouldn't come to the internet as a hungover person and talk about it all the time. Like, it's fine. It's like, whatever. Everyone, I'm young. Like, Jesus. I'm like, it's fine. Jacqueline, come on. So anyways, let's get this episode started off with a bang here. Hold on. Let me refer to my notepad. I'm not prepared, actually. Okay, do you have friends? Are you insecure about not having friends? Did you think I was like a super social person before I revealed that about myself? I do want to say this though. I grew up with a pack of girls to like do stuff with all the time. Like, that was from like birth until college, throughout college. And then after college, when I moved to San Diego, it like went south. And then the only people I interacted with were work friends, basically. My friends were my coworkers, basically. And so yeah, I have a couple life updates I want to share with you real quick. I guess the first one I'll address because it's quick. I got golf clubs for the first time ever in my life to learn how to play golf with, and they're like too nice. Like I feel like I got something a little bit too nice for being a starter, but I went with Callaway, and I displayed them behind me because the feeling I get in my body when I see them is like every single time. I've only had them for a couple days now, but the feeling I get is like when I woke up as a kid on Christmas morning and saw like a bike sitting in the living room, or a basketball hoop, or something like big, a Barbie, like one of those Barbie. I'll never forget the morning I woke up and I got a Barbie Jeep, like I could ride in. Like this is how these golf clubs make me feel, and I don't know why. I'm just like I think it's because they're so nice, but like yeah, I'm gonna start golfing. I've talked about it maybe here and there on the show, but I fucking love golf. I grew up watching it on TV like all the time. My parents purposely played it in the background while we took naps because it rocked us to sleep. Like the announcer voices would rock us to sleep. And yeah, I love golf. I've loved watching it my whole life, but I've never played. So a year ago, I went out to the driving range for the first time, and it was like instant obsession. Like I'm decently natural at it, so like I can watch someone swing a golf club and I can kind of copy it onto my body a little. I can I'm very visual, so I can like see someone do something and then apply it to my body. And I don't know if that's how golf works, but and then I went to South Carolina. I was in Hilton Head, and I went out on a golf course for like literally 5 minutes and just chipped a little bit, and it's addicting. Like I just want to be out there all day and just hit golf balls. So yeah, I finally have my own set and I'm super stoked. So that's my first life update. My second life update, oh my god, like I can't give too much detail to you because I don't know. I feel like I don't talk about my job. I don't talk about my professional life out very much on here. I just mentioned that, yeah, I have a regular job. I work in PR. That's kind of the most I say about it. But like, you guys need to understand that I literally had the biggest moment happen in my career so far last Wednesday, and I don't even know how to explain it other than it made me go from like, yeah, I was pretty confident in what I do. It made me go from like, yeah, I'm good at my job, but like, you know, I'm confident, to like, oh, I can fucking work anywhere for anyone. I can do this thing. I'm amazing. Like I'm like top in the industry. Like I'm like that person because of what I did. And I'm not trying to like toot my own horn. I mean, this whole fucking podcast is, wow, was that the first swear word? I cut back. I really cut back, I think, on this episode. Sorry, what was I saying? So, like being good at what I do. This whole podcast is like, yeah, it's self-indulgent, right? It's like all about me and it's my life and me, right? And here I am saying that I'm good at my job, I'm good at what I do, but you have to understand that I wasn't always a confident person. I've always struggled with my self-esteem and not really feeling good enough. And what I'm learning, especially because I'm producing a piece of content weekly now, and I've consistently done it 308 times, I'm learning that that's how I become confident. And so with my job, accomplishing something huge and doing it one time boosted my confidence so much, because I'm like, if I can do this one time, I can do it 100 times. And I think you can apply that concept to anything in life. But yeah, once you prove it to yourself that you're good at something and that you're capable of doing it, it's like, damn, I'm the shit, like, you know. And yeah, so I had a really big day at my job last Wednesday. I had to I didn't even know what to do afterwards. I'm like, I can't believe this just happened. Like, what the hell? And I'm still like coming down from it. But something else I'll add on to that is that I'm trying to get better at patting myself on the back and celebrating my wins and taking a moment to pause and go, like, good job. Like, you did that. That was all on you. You didn't have any, like, that was your efforts alone and only yours, and you made that happen, and holy shit, like, good job. Because I think in the past I've been really nonchalant in life. Like, everything's just like free flowing, like, yeah, okay, I got that done, I'm checking the list off, just working, getting and I think that doesn't serve me all the time, because I don't really feel it doesn't really make life feel that special when you're just like checking lists off all the time and just like moving through and not really pausing and reflecting. And I really have enjoyed or one of the reasons I enjoy podcasting so much is because it gives me a chance each week to stop and reflect and pause on my life and what I've been up to. So yeah, had a surreal moment, a surreal day, first of many, and I'm feeling super confident. And I was actually on the phone with my mom. We talk so much on the phone. I love my mom. And I was telling her how something that I needed, like, as far as a job goes, a career goes, is consistency and a routine and longevity with a company. Because throughout my 20s so far, I've pretty much done like a year and a half at each company, and I've bounced around a lot. And now with what I'm doing, it's like I've stuck to it I'm on my is it my third year now? And I just feel, it just feels right. It just feels better than like jumping around a lot and then having to start from zero with a company, over and over and over again. So yeah, I'm like, I feel like this is what I like when people have a 30-year career in one profession at one company. Like, there's something to that. I think it's a really good thing. It just kind of depends who you are and what your personality is and like what your like needs are in a working environment. But yeah, I like sticking to something and riding with it for a long time. That's what I've learned. And especially like I'll bring up the podcast again. It's like I picked it. I was like, I'm a podcast host. This is what I do, and I stuck with it. And there's no wavering. And that's what I think I struggle with. And I've mentioned it so many times, but I was such an indecisive, like half pregnant on 10 things type of person, committed, in love with everything, or excited about everything, committed to nothing, or interested in everything, committed to nothing. I was that person for so long in my 20s, and then first half of my 20s, and then now it's like pick something. I stuck to it and I'm riding with it, hobby wise here with the podcast and with my career. And yeah, it's really fulfilling, and I'm all about like building my confidence and my self-esteem, and I guess I just really struggled with that for so long, and I always kind of feel like I sucked at everything I tried. It's probably because I didn't stick with it long enough. I think that's the wisdom in it. Like, you need to do something for multiple years. You need to get those 10,000 hours and to become good at something. And that's probably why I had a low self-esteem, is because I was just dabbling all the time. I wasn't really getting good at any one thing. And yeah, so 2 life updates, got some golf clubs, had a big day at work. Like a pinch me moment happened, I guess. And I'm all about, let me say this real quick about the show here and what I do. I've decided that I want to show up to the internet now as the version of myself, or the person I needed like 5 years ago. So I feel like I made that girl really fucking proud last Wednesday. Like, and what I'm saying now, like I'm saying things that she needed to hear, and that it's cool. Like, you grow up, you get older and wiser, and I'm not only talking to my former self, I'm talking to you, and maybe there's something you can take away from my life lessons and experiences. And that's honestly like the most cliche shit I've ever said in my life. I mean, like literally that's what podcasts are. That's what everyone's doing here. They're sharing their experiences with the public, and everyone's taking little nuggets of wisdom with them after they listen, and it's cool. So, yeah, I'm pretty proud of where I'm at in my life right now, and it's all coming down to putting in the reps and being consistent and sticking with things, and that's it. Rinse, repeat, day after day. And am I in a flow state? Maybe. I guess that's also the goal, right? To get into a state of flow where you wake up every day and it's just like effortless. I gotta read that book. Greg McKeown, I can never say his last name, came out with a book called Effortless, and I'm obsessed with his essentialism book, like only do what's essential. Like less is more, or like work smarter, not harder. I don't know. He has all these concepts that I really like, and his new book, Effortless, I need to read it because I've realized like that I've realized that whole way, like effortless is like the word that resonates the most with me and the way I want to live my life. And it's like, okay, yes, work hard, right? I'm not saying I want to be like, effortless doesn't mean lazy. It just means that you are efficient and you're getting things done you're not like, things aren't, how do I say this? In my brain, I haven't read the book yet, but everything is easy. Everything is like, you're mentally just like, it's, yes, I have to do my taxes and before you'd be like, oh, this sucks. But no, it's actually effortless. It's just all how you think about it, right? I don't know. I need to read the book. Shout out Greg McKeown. Don't know how to say his last name. I feel really bad. I'm probably butchering it, but yeah. Okay, so I need to be honest with you right now. I miss the old days on this show, okay? Like, I know it's bad to be stuck in the past and like wish and want for the past, but like I was so much more like lighthearted, I feel like, and fun and funny, and I was just like more witty and carefree. And lately it's like I just feel more serious, and I don't know if it's because I'm getting older. Like, and also, oh my God, I'm already getting off on a new tangent, but I've been so in my head about how much time has passed and how much older I've gotten since the pandemic started, because my birthday's in the summer. So in March when it hit, I was 25? 26? Yeah, I was 25, and now I'm turning 28. It just, I don't know. Yeah, I've been like really in my head about how much time has passed and how much older I've gotten. But yeah, I feel boring lately. And I don't know why. I'm just like, where are the jokes, Jacqueline? Where's the fun? I mean, like, I guess I could talk about how, did I write something on my notepad here that's funny? Yeah, I'm going to talk about ear orgasms. That wasn't supposed to be funny. I just have it written down here. Reusable cotton swabs and ear orgasms, and then other orgasms I learned about the body can have. Let's lighten this bitch up. Okay, you know what? On that note, let's see. Let's just fucking do this. Okay, so I have this idea so we're going to do favorites. Okay, we're going to do like an old school favorites segment right now where I tell you what my favorite things are at the moment, all right? And I'm going to start off with this let's see here. I have a list. I have this in order on my notepad. Yeah, I'm going to start off with this dead plant. This is one of my favorites because it was given to me. Okay. It's a daisy. This is a daisy flower, and it was given to me on Valentine's Day by my boyfriend. And it's my favorite because he paid attention. Okay. He knew that I like daisies because I told him like he, or I didn't, I said that they were they were my favorite flower. And then on Valentine's Day, he showed up at my door with this daisy plant, and it's currently dead. And I actually lied to him. He came over the other night and he's like, he was like looking around for it. He's like, wait, where's your daisy at? And I like kind of hid it in the corner, and I lied to him, and I was like, oh, it's going through a regrowth phase. But the truth is, I think it's dead because I overwatered it. But there is this new little growth coming from the middle that's really bright and green. So it did say on the little card that they bloom for like 3 months. So maybe it actually is going through a regrowth phase. But this is one of my favorites because I'm not used to boys paying attention to me, or men giving me flowers like that. So unfortunately, in my dating career so far, it took my current boyfriend to or like he's like the first man that's actually paying attention to me, and yeah, he got me this daisy, and it's one of my current favorites. And I'll let you know. I'll update you on the next episode if we got a new bloom. You know, I have a audience following or watching the podcast of it's a mostly male audience for some reason. And because I see the stats, and it says there's 80% guys, 20% girls. And so I'm like, I'm not going to show up with a makeup favorite, you know? Like, I guess for the 20% of women, do you want to know what my lip gloss is today? This is actually a favorite. It's from Mineral Fusion. It's the Santorini lip gloss. Okay. This is a current favorite. Let me reapply it. I like my lips to be shiny on camera. Yeah, so I'm like, for favorites today, I feel like I should provide some practical, like, gender neutral items to share. So, you guys, I found the best all-purpose disinfecting spray of all time. And I feel like I've been on this quest to find an all-purpose spray that I love and that I love the smell of, that is really effective, and I found it. And there's something to be said. Okay, so when you're an adult, or like, this is something you don't realize until you're an adult on your own. And I've lived in my own apartment since college. Like, I've mostly had my own place. I've only had a roommate a couple times. Yeah, I just have always had my own, like, 1-bedroom apartments. And something I didn't realize, or like something I reflected on, was at one point was like, I wipe my counters down so often, like 10 times a day. And yeah, when you do it that often, you realize that, like, some products work better than others, and some are not fun. Like, some don't smell good when you're wiping the counter down, and some are just like too, like, the spray bottle doesn't work that well or whatever. So without further ado, this is the Lysol with hydrogen peroxide multi-purpose cleaner in the Citrus Sparkle Zest scent. And this bottle happens to have 45% more compared to the 22 fluid ounce bottle. Thank God. Shout out Amazon. I think this was like $5 on Amazon, honestly. I thought this might be like a $10 product, because Lysol's they're a nice brand. But there's something about that hydrogen peroxide that works so well on my counters, and it smells great. The scent is what does it for me. I finally found her. Lysol with hydrogen peroxide disinfecting spray. And yeah, it's funny how, like, back in college in my 1-bedroom apartment, when I was literally a raw vegan, I would literally, like, I was only using, like, homemade DIY supernatural organic clean sprays. Like, I was that person. And now it's like, I've changed. I don't even know. I just don't care about my health anymore. No, it's like, I just don't I'm not a hypochondriac about, like, every single detail of my life being clean and natural and organic and perfect and holistic. And like, sometimes you just need, and I have a dog, like sometimes you just need a really good chemical filled disinfecting spray. And this one's great. So shout out Lysol. You killed it with this one. This is the best Lysol product I've ever used, and wow, I can't wait to clean my counters today. So that's my next favorite. Let's just do one more. Ground turkey. Okay, this is another favorite. So I rotate my protein. Like sometimes I'm into chicken, sometimes I'm into fish, sometimes I'm into, like beef. I don't know. No, not really. But like, I'm on a ground turkey kick, and it's disgusting. Like, I literally just get these packets of ground turkey. I'm assuming if you listen to me, you shop at Trader Joe's. I just get that feeling. Or you're a fan of it. Maybe you don't shop there, but you like it. So I get the Trader Joe's ground turkey. And like, I don't know why. There's something about ground meat that's kind of, it's fucked up. It's just wrong. Like, when you really think about how many turkeys are mixed in, and like, it's just weird. But yeah, I've been eating a lot of ground turkey lately, and I like it because I really like the flavor of it. Like, there's something about it. And I don't know if anyone out there is a fan of ground turkey, and it's not like I guess it is technically healthier. Like, there's like less fat. I don't care about that, but like, than ground beef. But the flavor of it, with the like good spices, and I add like garlic and onion and chopped up, and saute that first, and I add the ground. And it's just like a little turkey, and I put it in the fridge. I put it in the fridge in a Tupperware, and then I'll like make a fancy salad that's like super cute, and then I'll just throw this brown crumbly meat on top for my protein. So ground turkey is a favorite. And while you're at it, if you're shopping at Trader Joe's, don't skip out on the peri peri sauce. That orange bottle of peri peri sauce. Is that what it's called? Tandoori? No, peri peri. Peri peri sauce. It's like a perfect, if you like hot sauce, it's like sriracha and Tabasco had a baby. I don't even know how to explain it. It's great. So peri peri sauce, ground turkey, Lysol spray, my dead daisy, and finally, but most importantly, because this is going to segue me into my next segment on ear orgasms. Ear orgasms. Yes, you heard it here first. Your ear can have an orgasm. Fuck. This isn't a sex pod. This is also not my brand. Did I say earlier that I don't want to make drinking my brand? Did I even tell you guys that I went to a birthday party and got drunk and I'm hungover? I think I did. I can't remember. Like, sometimes I literally press record and black out. I don't even know what I say. But Jesus. So yeah, this isn't, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, my podcast this isn't like a sex and relationships podcast by any means, but I think it's fascinating that your ear you can experience an orgasm through your ear. And so we're going to talk about it after I mention this. Theragun is my next favorite. I talked about it a couple episodes back. I literally can't live without this. Every single person needs one. It's just, it's like better than getting a massage from someone. It's just so, it gets all the kinks out of your neck if you're like on your phone all day. But here's the thing. This is I have a confession to make, and this is the segue into the ear orgasm. Okay. No, I did not have an ear orgasm. I can't even say it. Hold on. But my left ear has a G-spot for sure. And there's something going on when I put my Theragun on my ear. And I know maybe that's bad. Like, it's a little too aggressive for your ear. Like, maybe I'm going to blow out my eardrum. I don't know. But it feels so good. I feel like if you've ever put an ear cleaner in your ear, you know what that feeling is. It's like it's like when you scratch an itch, it just feels so good. You like don't want to stop cleaning your ear because it's just like, it keeps, the more you do it, the better it feels. There's a term for this when it's like it's a cycle where you can't, the good feeling like never stops. Something like that. So anyways, yeah, when I stick this thing, because I like to drain the eustachian tube. So I like to go a little bit on my ear, just on the top of it, and then a little bit down my neck, and I just repeat this, and it just feels like there's like fluid in your face and your neck and, you know, all over your body, but it just kind of moves it and kind of clears you out, and it feels really good. And sometimes you can actually feel that fluid trickle down your neck as it's flowing out. And I've never even had ear infections, but if you have, I'm sure you know what that's like, I guess, because that typically, that tube, when you have an infection, typically gets blocked and fluid builds up, and that's why it hurts and there's pressure. So, and also you've probably felt that before, if you've ever had an ear adjustment at a chiropractor, they like pop your ear and then the fluid comes down. So I really like using my Theragun around my ear, and a little bit too much. Okay. And honestly, my right ear and my left ear have a different, the sensation's different. And my whole left side of my body is like, bodies are not perfectly symmetrical, but like there's something about my left side where like things are just different. And this ear has a sensation that feels a little bit too good. And we're going to talk about it. I'm going to read this piece of news. I'm going to read this healthline.com article on ear orgasms. Say that. That's a tongue twister for me. Ear orgasm. By the way, there's I did mention this in the beginning. There's a reusable cotton swab. Is that what it's called? Clean your ear. An ear cleaner, reusable cotton swab that has come to market, and I was on YouTube and it was a commercial, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? There's a reusable cotton swab now. Like, what the fuck? And then I started Googling things, and then I got on their website. It's funny how like this is from, it's called the Tvidler, Tvidler, Vidler, and it's a reusable cotton swab. And it's funny because on their website it's like order now, only 12 items left in stock. So they have 12 ear cleaners left on this website. It's $30. They're running a 50%. No, it's $60. Oh my god. It says cotton tips are bad for your ears, and you know it. Yeah, everyone, you know, they all say it's bad for your ears because it's pushing the wax further down the ear canal. Like, okay, whatever, but it feels amazing. We all can agree on that. So this revolutionary tool has like a spiral on the end of it, and I think it's silicone, so you can clean it. So it's like putting a corkscrew in your ear to remove the wax. Wow. So yeah, for $60, they're running a 50% discount right now, so it's actually $30 if you get one today. Yeah, for $60, they're selling a fucking reusable ear cleaner. Tvidler, get-tvidler.com. Sound like an ad, didn't it? I don't have sponsors. Do I want sponsors? Maybe someday. I don't know. I'm just I'm honestly just like showing up every week and seeing what happens. If you haven't noticed. Like, whatever. I just like doing this, and it is what it is. So yeah, let's talk about the ear orgasm. Okay, before I read this, I'm curious, do you also have high ear sensitivity like that, or am I like, is that unique to me? Like, does this resonate with anyone? Because this is very niche. I feel like this is a very random, like, I randomly discovered this kind of topic that I've never heard about in my life, and like, just what, like, have you ever had an ear orgasm? Let me know. Because literally I'm like, okay, wait, if I hold my Theragun on my ear for like maybe 30 more seconds next time, is that going to happen for me? Like, that's where I'm at. That's how good it feels. And guys, this is kind of embarrassed. I can't believe, Mom, I know you love listening to my podcast. Sorry, I'm getting into the O word here, but you know, I did episode 69. If you want to listen to a banger of a sex podcast, go listen to my episode 69. I really dove deep into that topic and everything about the number 69. So, you know, I've dabbled in the sex topics before, but this is like just an ear. This isn't really okay. Jesus Christ, Jacqueline, read the article. Guys, it's fine. I'm talking about ears. I'm just talking about ears. It's not that serious. Actually, fuck. Okay, so I do need to mention that something else I Googled, or it kind of like came up while I was Googling ear orgasms. That's probably so annoying to listen to me say that because I can't say it right. Ear orgasms. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, holy fuck. Sorry. So while I was Googling ear orgasms, sorry, Jesus Christ, I discovered that you can also, you can have it, okay. Throat orgasms are also a thing. So I'm not going to go there today, but use your imagination of how that would be achieved. And that is the thing. So if you want to go down a little rabbit hole on Google today, there's a new search for you, a new thing to search. Throat orgasms. Ear orgasms I'm going to cover for you. I'm going to educate you right now, but everything's connected, guys. You have, I mean, what are they called? Erogenous zones? Yeah. I mean, erogenous zones are stimulating lesser known erogenous parts of the body: ears, nipples, neck, elbow, knees, etc. They can cause a pleasurable release when kissed and played with. Some people describe the orgasm that follows as being more full body compared to the other kinds of orgasms. I had the description pulled up here. I know that was very quick, but yeah, these are just erogenous zones all over the body. It's not that crazy. I don't know why I'm so insecure about talking about things that are sexual. It's just like part of life, but I think it's because I have a family audience or a family tuning in. I don't know why that's so weird for me. My mom was the best. Honestly, like, I grew up in a household where it was all out on the table. We were drawing pictures. We were talking about it openly. We were in the car on the way to Catholic school talking about, like, you know, what sex is and, like, what the body does and how it all works. So, you know, I don't know why. I'm just, like, shy. I'm so shy. Jesus Christ. So there's a spot near the eardrum that when touched the right way, tingles. For one person, it might just be a tickle, but for another person, it's a mind-blowing experience. That's me. It's mind-blowing. In fact, the ear has a G-spot, said Dr. Todd Dre, an ear, nose, and throat surgeon at Kaiser Medical Center in Santa Clara. The skin in your ear is super thin. It's paper thin, he said. It's very sensitive. And there are a lot of nerves that converge in the ear. Ear pickers ply their trade with a mix of intense concentration and flirtation. One reason men often don't want girlfriends or wives to know about their ear experiences. Frisky ear pickers sometimes blow into customers' ears. There are stories of customers leaving wives. Why are we saying customers? There are stories of customers leaving wives for ear pickers and a life of in-home ear pleasure. Wait, is this... Okay, wait. I think... Okay, what I'm picking up here is customers. So you can go... Is this in Vietnam? Hold on. Proving that I've been treasure hunting in the wrong place my entire life, Vietnamese fans of ear picking claim there's a G-spot in the ear capable of producing orgasm. So I think there's like places in the world like that, you know, just like you can go get a happy ending at a massage place. Like you can go get your ears tingled with or played with, and it's like the same thing. So I guess that's what customers means. Like, yeah, I guess. I don't know. Admittedly, one time I did pop a boner while Q-tipping my ears after a shower, but I just assumed it was because this is like a first encounter. I need to like start from the top of the article. I did not do that here. That's probably, I know that's the wrong way to do things, but hold on. Admittedly, one time I did pop a boner while Q-tipping my ears after a shower, but I just assumed it was because I put a pair of my girlfriend's panties on. Don't knock it till you try it. And don't try it until you're 100% positive she's actually left from work. This is strange. I don't know what... This is like a blog post. This is from geekology.com. I should probably find like a WebMD article on the G-spot in the ear. So, hold on. Let me... Men's Health, why clean your ears feels so good. No, I want to fucking find out. This is Quora.com. Can you have an orgasm picking your ear? This is from a response. This is like from 8 years ago. You can do this with virtually any part of the body. I know people who have trained themselves to do this with their earlobes. It takes some time, and usually people do this with some sort of interesting parts of their bodies, lips, face, nipples, etc. Yeah, okay. It's just like another erogenous zone. I'm trying to... Okay. Like, the difference between an orgasm and, like, just it feeling good, you know what I mean? Like, there's, like, an explosion, right, with an orgasm. So it's like, do you feel that kind of explosion in your ear? That's what I'm trying to get to here. Like, is that the result of Theragunning my ear for 30 seconds longer? Like, is that going to happen? Like, I'm waiting. Like, is it going to get... Does it feel good? And then it gets to the point where it's, like fireworks, you know what I mean, in your ear. That's what I don't understand, because we're just saying, all these articles are saying ear orgasm. Blowing in ears feels good. A lot of things around the ears feels good, you know what I mean. I'm gonna ask Google, can you have an orgasm in your ear? Let me just... womenshealthmag.com. I appreciate this. This is like a legit magazine. They have a can you have, or how to have the hottest sex ever using your ears. Here we go. I really want to know what the like... I guess I can just assume that if you do it right for long enough, you're gonna like... It's gonna happen. It's gonna feel that like an orgasm, I guess, up there in your earlobe or canal. I don't know. Yeah, so this all started because I was telling you my favorite. This is such a long segment. This is like a super, like I said, niche. Like, didn't know this existed before I Googled it, type of thing. And it all started because I mentioned the Theragun is one of my favorites right now because I use it every day, and especially around my ear. Okay, yeah. Was that an overshare? I feel weird about this segment, but ear orgasms. We talked about it. Let me see if there's an image. Fuck. People are calling Q-tips dildos for your ears. This is strange. Okay. Kinda. What about that reusable Q-tip cotton swab thing I mentioned that's $60? Like, what's going on here? It literally looks like, honestly, you don't need to buy this. It looks like the tip of it, like it's like a drill bit. Just go to your dad's garage or your own or whoever's garage and find a toolbox and just get a drill bit. It's the same thing. This happens to be silicone's probably safer to use in your ear, but the whole concept is it's like you're going in with a drill, you're pulling it out, which they say is a safer thing to do. Their product is safer than going in with a soft cotton swab. Whatever. $60 for a fucking reusable Q-tip. Okay, what else is on my notepad today? This is a fun episode. Oh, I did want to mention, so I talked about Kim K last week saying to the women in business to get their, or recommending the women in business get their fucking ass up and work. That whole viral video that came out, I touched on it, and I don't know why, but for some reason when I finished that episode, I was like, I feel like I need to clarify what I said. Because, of course, when you're rich and famous and you come from wealth, it's easy to build a successful business and like Kylie, what is she, like a billionaire? Like it's easier for people like them to achieve that level of success and like wealth because of where they start, okay, compared to someone, you know, they come from nothing. So I don't think I mentioned that. Maybe, I feel like, was that the thing I wanted to clarify? Like, I think I was just saying, like, the message is work hard, and I agree with that, and that's kind of all I went into, but there's layers. It's very nuanced. Like, you could unpack it in 62 ways, and you know, I feel like, yeah, obviously it's easier for the Kardashians to build a business or become successful in business because of their launching pad is really high, and their resources, they have access to so many resources, endless resources really, with all that money, compared to your, you know, average Joe, Jacqueline Monroe, sitting here in her 1-bedroom apartment in San Diego with bills to pay. I don't know what I'm saying. $7 gas to buy and fucking shit. I didn't mention one of my favorites also from Trader Joe's. I've been eating a lot of ravioli, and the price of ravioli at Trader Joe's went up, and the prices of food I'm starting to notice it. Eggs especially, like basic things that you're used to buying all the time. I'm like, fuck, I see that 30% increase or whatever it is. I did hear, speaking of food and inflation, I heard that, God, it's bad to regurgitate information you don't really know for sure about. Like, I just heard it, but Doritos is putting 5 less chips in their chip bags. And that fucking pisses me off because I love Doritos. I don't know the last time I ate them, but like, you're getting 5 less chips now. I'm sure other Frito-Lay chip flavors or whatever also removing a few chips from those bags. It's probably good for obesity, you know? It's going to improve the health of our fat citizens if, you know. What did I say the other day? I forget where I was at. I think I was just like going back and forth with my boyfriend about something, or my mom on the phone. I don't know, but I was like, why don't we increase the price of... Oh, Jesus, I'm going to sound like such an asshole. Like, shouldn't people pay more money for more fabric? Like, should size 52 clothes be more expensive than size 10 clothes? You know what I'm saying? Like, should we charge more for fat clothes so that incentivizes people to lose? Would that incentivize people to lose weight if it was like a lot more expensive to buy the fat people t-shirt and the fat people pants? Like, yeah, I came up with that the other day. I was like thinking out loud, just because, like, why should a size X triple XL be the same? Why should the size triple XL be the same price as an XS? You know, it's like less fabric, costs more money to make the bigger t-shirt, so it should be priced higher. But like, where's the line? Like, where do you cut that off? Like, what? At some point, it's like, well, and should it be like double XL, and anything past that is starts becoming more expensive? But like from extra small to double XL, it's like the same price, because that's reasonable. Like, you know, you can carry some extra weight. I'm talking about like super fucking obese, like you know what I'm talking about. Like, you're on a plane in your own row type, those type people. God bless their souls. That must, my heart goes out. Can't imagine what that feels like to carry around all that weight, but you got to take it off. You got to get it off. And, yeah, I used to buy into health at every size. I got really sucked into that. Body positive, like health at every size. Like, you can literally be 600 pounds and be quote unquote healthy because of your blood work is coming back good and shit. Like, I like got onto this podcast one time. It was like convincing me that health exists at every size. No, it doesn't. Like, vitality, it's all about vitality. Like, do you have to use a cane to get yourself up off the beach when you're laying on the beach? Like, do you need a stick to, like, or do you need like assistance? Like, that's not health in my eyes. Like, that's it's just, if it gets to that point, if you need a scooter to get through Walmart to buy your groceries, that's a problem. That's not health. I don't care what your blood work says. Yeah, I do have my opinions about body positivity and like all that shit, but I don't really want to get into it today because it's all sad. You know, people, it's like any other addiction. It's like food addiction's super real, and you wear it on your body, and it's like cancer, except it's just like fat and it's just everywhere. And it's so, I feel like we're so in this country so unfazed when we see it. I really noticed it when I was just in Orlando at Disney World. The size of people walking around was like insane, because I'm in California and people are really health conscious out here, especially in San Diego. There's like this concentrated health bubble where everyone hears it all about like fitness and feeling good and healthy living, and it's the world I exist in. And so when I go outside of it, and when I was just in Orlando at Disney World, it's like, holy shit, bodies can get really huge. And it doesn't, like, when you see that, you know, like, that's not good. It's not, your instincts or whatever, your brain looks at that and goes, there's something wrong there. That shouldn't be that way. And I just get sad, I guess. And there's kind of nothing I can do personally, but I can only just hope their hearts keep pumping and they live a long life, because I know that's a big risk when you're obese. You know, early heart attacks, early deaths. Wow, this got dark. What just happened? Ear orgasms to obesity. Welcome to the Jacqueline Monroe Show, where we talk about it all. Okay, I'm going to wrap things up here, but I want to mention that the other day I listened to episode 209 of my show, which is about 100 episodes ago, and the title of it was it still exists. You can go find it. I actually want you to listen to it. Go listen to episode 209, because the title was, what is TJMS? What is the Jacqueline Monroe Show? And I really detailed out exactly what I do here. And I listened to the episode. I didn't even know why it like came up. Like, I was on Spotify, and I guess I had like half listened to it before. So it was like it's like play next or something. I don't know. But I listened to it and I was like, shit. I feel like I've gotten away from some of my main themes and my main topics or my main messages. And, you know, one thing, I actually took a couple of notes about what this show is and what I said, because one of the things I wrote down, I was like, I think I need to address this, because I noticed that a lot of what I do here is bitching and complaining. Okay. I rant a lot. And what I said in that episode is that I rant because I care. I bitch and complain because I care. I'm not actually, like, the difference between just me ranting about something and me being actually upset is that what am I saying? I'm not actually that upset. I'm never like that mad. It might sound like, oh, she's really like heated and upset about this topic she's ranting about, but it's like I'm never actually like, I'm not mad. I'm just ranting because it's like a sport. Like, it's like I have all this stuff in my head I need to work out, and most of the ranting is like, it's negative. So when I release it and I get it out, I feel better after. It's literally like a workout, a mental workout. Like, you're fucking pissed about X, Y, and Z event happening in the world. Okay. I'm fucking pissed about it. So I get on my podcast and I bitch it out. And I rant, I rave, I just go hard on the topic, and then I feel better after. So it's like, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's because I care. And, you know, I also wrote here, one of my notes about that episode is something I said is, I'm never going to dumb my thoughts down to make people feel comfortable. Like, that's not what I stand for here. I'm all about like sharing your truth, sharing your raw opinions and ideas and thoughts, and not dumbing yourself down just so people will feel okay. Because I feel like this world needs more. I don't know if it needs more of what I do here. I feel like everyone on the internet now bitches and complains. I'm just adding to the pot, but I guess people are, it seems like, more easily offended now by everything. And yeah, I just don't get it. I'm like, suck it up. Like, it's okay if someone has a different opinion than you. If I say something that rubs you the wrong way, like, that's okay. Doesn't mean I'm a bad person. Okay. It's healthy to hear both sides of the coin and like understand other people's perspectives, because we're all, whenever I sit down and rant and bitch and complain, because I feel like I'm saying this because I do it a lot, it's coming from, I'm speaking from life experience. Like, all I know is what I've experienced, right? So I'm just explaining my thoughts based on what I know. Like, for the most part, I don't talk about stuff I don't know. And if I do, I suck at it. And so, like, that's why I don't really get into, like, this whole Russia-Ukraine situation is, like, over. I don't really know the fine details of what's going on. Like, it's sad. It's horrible. I slept like shit last night because I was on war TikTok for a little bit too long. And I saw fucking, like, so many blown up bodies and dead animals, and like, oh my god, has anyone seen one of the most heartbreaking things I saw was a horse barn that got blown up, and like half of a horse's body, and yeah, it was bad. So anyways, this whole Russia-Ukraine thing it's horrible, it's sad, but I don't know much about it, so I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to become what's the thing right now? People went from being a vaccine expert to a foreign affairs expert, or like war expert. I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to try. I think it's really obvious. I think the internet's really good at sniffing out people that are trying to sound like they're explaining a topic, or they're explaining something that they heard about, and they're trying to sound really smart and informed about it, but like, they're just trying to remember as they're talking. They're like, they're trying to remember what they learned as they're saying it. It's like they don't actually know about it. I think the internet's really good at sniffing that out. So that's not what I want to do here ever. Because I suck at it. I'm not good at faking like I know shit. And I wouldn't want to do that anyways. Like, I sit here and I talk about what's on the top, the top of the brain. What's on the top of the brain while I'm talking fast, and that's about it. So What did I say? I'm never going to dumb my thoughts down and make people feel comfortable. Yeah. What else? The older I get, the more I realize I'm not going to solve the world's problems. Yeah. That's a big thing for me, especially back to the war happening. It's like, when I was younger, I would listen to NPR. I'd listen to news podcasts all the time. I was constantly like up to date on, I was reading, I literally used to go to college every morning on the way to class, pick up a New York Times and like read it front to back. I was like obsessed with news and reading and always knowing what's going on in the world. And I was always like, fuck, I just wish things would change. I want to fix things. Like, how could this be improved? How could this thing be solved? Blah, blah, blah. And I was always like trying to like in my head go like, well, I think this is how it should be done. And I was like constantly in that mode because I was aware of a lot of the problems in the world, where now it's kind of like a lot of, I don't, it's like news to me. It's like out of sight, out of mind. And I'm not like, I shouldn't feel bad about that. I'm not a shitty person because I don't watch the news all day. Okay. I know that, but, it's like, what's the point? I got to this point where I'm like, no amount of wishing and wanting and thinking and yeah, wishing for change is gonna, it's like, I don't need to take that on. It's not like, I'm not gonna change the world. I'm not gonna change the world's problems. Nothing I do right now today on this podcast is gonna change the fact that Russia's invading Ukraine. Like, you know, and I can come up with all these theories and ideas and ways of improving the world, but it's like, it's a lot of, I think in my experience, wasted energy on things that don't even apply. That's what it is. It's like, it doesn't even apply to me. Okay? Like, it doesn't, why am I getting my nose in other people's business on the other side of the world? Like, it sucks. You know, it's horrible, but, you know, it's not my reality. And, you know, I can, yeah, just watch from a distance and go, wow, that's really sad, that fucking sucks, but there's really nothing I can do about it, you know what I'm saying? So I guess what I mentioned that in that episode 209, I had a moment where I said that the older I get, the more I realize I'm not going to solve the world's problems. Yeah, it's not like a cop out or anything. It's not like me just being like, fuck it, someone else's problem. It's just like, that's just me being real. So, yeah. What else could I end the episode with right now? What am I going to do today? So, it's the afternoon. I don't feel as hungover as I did when I started, so that's positive. My dog's pissed at me. He's having one of those days. Jimmy, he's laying next to me. He's having one of those days where he's moaning, he's grunting, he's sighing, like he's not doing it now because he's passed out, but like all morning he did it. While I was putting my makeup on and getting my stupid little green outfit on for the show today, he was like just whimpering, and it's like he's in that like pissed off mode at me today, and I feel really bad. So it's the afternoon, it's 2:30 on a Sunday. The sun is shining here in San Diego. We're going to the dog park. I went to the beach yesterday and I cleaned him really well after, so I don't want to take him back. But yeah, I'm going to go to the dog park. Probably going to... Oh, first thing I'm going to do is wash this clown makeup off. Yeah, dog park. Wash my face. Theragun my ear. Have an ear orgasm. What if I tried to do that? Should I just like fucking do it right now on the show? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Turn this bitch into an OnlyFans piece of content or video. Jesus. God, I can't believe I dove into that topic. Yeah. Probably gonna eat some ground turkey over some lettuce. Hot girl summer is approaching. We're eating clean, bitches. We're eating fucking lettuce and we're eating meat and veg round the clock. I just feel better. I gotta say this. I mentioned I was vegan in college. I feel so fucking good when I eat meat and vegetables. And like, yeah, I mix some carbs of course. But like, if you want mental clarity, I feel like a fucking nutritionist right now. Like, if you just want really good mental clarity, like, yeah, throw in rice here and there, but like, if you just eat meat and vegetables for a week and that's it, you're gonna just feel so sharp and clean and like clear. And sometimes I suck it up and I'll do that for a week and I feel really, energized, and it's like, fucking duh. Like, obviously when I eat ravioli 3 nights in a row and, Pop-Tarts for breakfast or whatever the fuck, it's like, I'm obviously going to feel more sluggish, but, anyways, so gonna eat some food, upload the podcast. I'm just coming down. I'm reflecting. What did we talk about? Refer to my notebook. Let's recap this episode. We talked about, I have friends. I have golf clubs. I kicked ass at my job the other day. I told you guys I really like Lysol Spray, ground turkey, ravioli, my dead flower my boyfriend gave me. I told you that was one of my favorites. Ear orgasms, reusable cotton swabs. I mentioned listen to episode 209 if you want to. That's like that episode was like me at the end of the day. It was like 11 p.m. and it just like my old episodes hit different. Like, there's something about, I don't know what happened, but like I felt like 7 days a week was really good for me, because that's what I originally started. That's when I started podcasting, I did it every single day, and I just felt more at home on the microphone, I guess, and more comfortable. Because now when I do it weekly, it's like there's more of a hiccup in it than it just feels a little different. Anyways, so episode 209, I mentioned go listen to it because it's a doozy, or I keep saying doozy. I need to stop saying that. It's a banger because, it details what this podcast is all about, and it said some interesting things. So then I talked about how I don't talk about things I don't know about, like Russia and Ukraine and all that shit. And episode 308 done. Hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening right now. Please hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And follow me on Instagram at Jacqueline Monroe, and follow me on TikTok. Oh my God, the algorithm has been loving me lately. Like, I'm almost at 1,000 followers, which, like, holy fucking shit, I roll, like, big deal. But like, every time I post a video now, I'm getting traction. Like, I don't know, it just seems like TikTok likes me, or the algorithm likes me. So follow my TikTok at Jacqueline.Monroe. I couldn't get my full name because whatever. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe, rate, review. Oh my God. And if you want to donate to charity, patreon.com/tjms if you want to support the show. That would be cool. Sign up today. It's $5 a month, and feel good about yourself. I don't provide any bonus content on there right now. You just sign up as a patron, as a supporter, and that's it. That's just a way to support me and what I do here. If you got any value out of this episode and I helped you today, or I made you feel like you had a little internet friend today, then sign up for my Patreon to show your support. It would really mean a lot to me. Patreon.com/tjms. All right. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you have an amazing week. And I will talk to you next Sunday. Okay, bye.